And what's all this? Well, you're just looking at about 3.5 months of random collecting, recovering. A good mix right here. Historic and non-historic. A lot of things you might recognize from previous adventures that I didn't really do a run-through video for. And many things you don't recognize. It's quite amazing what you can collect in about 3 months by just having a little bit of curiosity, noticing something that catches your eye, your emotions, your senses. And it causes you to pick it up and look at it. Think about it. What you want to do with it. What was it? Who had it before that? Good mix of everything here. Not too bad for 3 months. Not going out looking for the good stuff like I used to, though. I've been trying to do other things like get on the kayak. But we're still going to pick up the garbage. We are. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of this stuff is meaningless. I know it is. I just got the garbage out of there. Some of these items are pretty nice. Went out there looking around. Some of my hot spots, too lazy to film. Really though. Some I did film, but was too lazy to do the run-through video because I felt that it wasn't enough to cover all the bases. So I just combined everything like always and then make one large video like this. Fills up the entire table. I know you're looking and saying, I remember that piece. That was a cool piece. That was a good find. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. What's the story behind that? That's exactly what I want to know. Good time out there. Some things I find in parking lots. Some things I find on the bank. Some things I find on a concrete path that have absolutely no reason to be there. But it's not an artifact. It's just something. A game piece. That's all it is. A game piece. Like many other things right here. Trying to catch something. Trying to find something. Wonder what it's all about though. You know? I know it's a cool piece of garbage, that's it. Who wants it? I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Have no clue. At least it's intact. Well, actually, you know what? I do have a clue what I'm going to do with it. I told you many times. Take all these and make geocaching boxes. And coat the outside of the boxes with some kind of sealant that can't be penetrated for hundreds of years. Thousands of years. And bury the treasures. But when it comes to this, you already know what that is? Yep, cool. You already know what that is. Very cool indeed. Add it to the other pieces later. Remember those famous hatch marks? I'll never forget them. Ton of pieces for the last 3 months. Gotta keep trying to grow it so I can have enough to work with. What else? Yeah, we got a bunch of this stuff too. That's definitely not a lot for 3 months right here. I mean, it's just a handful of pieces. This crockware, stoneware. Pretty old. Probably transitioning from the natives on this one. Beautiful. What do you want to take a look at, though? I mean, what? Dora the Explorer? It's like the 5th thing that I found out there in the past 3 years. Kid toy or kid clothing that was nothing but Dora the Explorer. I mean, who's that supposed to be? Columbus? Looks like we have a Templar Knight right here. And I think they still work. I pulled them out. The legs extend fully. Had to rip out the sands. There we go, see? Much taller than you thought. Found this guy at a gas station. Getting run over in the parking lot. Just like a few other things in this collection. Gas station finds. Got more of this stuff right here. Most definitely. Looks like a continent. Oops. Could be a county outline in Maryland. Maybe another state. Yeah, perfect circle. Talk about a coin. Yeah. Very nice. A little bit of a face right there. It's weird. It's like it's all trying to point us to something. I mean, it doesn't matter what I do. If I pick up every single thing that I see, which I normally do, it always leads us to something, though. And I know exactly what it is. Got all these little guys right here, like scrapers, that kind of thing. Got the amateur points, all the way through the authentic ones. And that, my friends, is a heartbreaker. Looking on about 4 inches if it was fully intact. Got a couple nice ones though. 3 of them. And don't tell me that's a Clovis. Well, take that back too. Tell me that's a Clovis. Tell me if it's a quad or not. I mean, you talk about amateur. That's as amateur as it gets. Some of the time. Needs to be cleaned off though. quite small. Looks like the left side is a little bit broken off. Not as sharp as it used to be. Would you expect that as something that's nearly 10,000 years old, possibly? And then these gargantuan preforms right here. Jeez. Never even made. But these gotta be preforms. But I talk about all the time, who did it? Who did it first? The laws of nature did this thing? And then natives came by to see it and copied them? Or what? They've been pounding on this thing for days. It's almost like they had one side completed. That's the side I saw. With all the working on it, the same thing here. Would have been quite small when it got done with. They broke that off right there. They said, screw it. Could have been anything. Amateur, not sure about this one. This is GA. They probably took granite and just flaked the crap out of it until they had something sharp. But it could be nothing at all. Recover to study. And then this thing here, I think you saw me capture this thing on camera in the creek. I think it was the same place I found, where is that? Like that one right there. And a couple other ones. But dang, you know. That is one heck of a study model. Just like the one at Stone Mountain that's 4 times the size of this thing. Gotta go back and take a look at that. No, I'm not going to take that thing. It belongs on the mountain. You can't take stuff from the mountain. It's illegal to take it from places like that. Even pick it up. But dang, the resemblance. I'm starting to think about things like this, though, when it comes to these so-called preforms. What if they are study models? What if they are teaching devices? That's what it's supposed to look like, but that's not what it is. It's not the actual hunting device. It's just something else, a teaching tool on how to make it what it's supposed to look like. But then what? Think about this, like the big one at Stone Mountain. The humongous one is about 1.5 feet long. And about 4 inches thick, I think. But think about it. Something that large that couldn't even be used as one of these things. Now think about it. What if that was part of their marketing back then? Besides schooling, teaching. What if they formed in large groups and other ones came out there to look at the newest styles? The ones that work. The ones that look interesting. And looking at stuff like that. I don't know, though. That could be a possibility. Huh. What about this thing right here? I mean, is that just a rock? Or is that a napped hand axe? got the napping marks right here, but non-existent on this side. Laws of nature did it on this side, humans did it on this side. To come to an agreement, to come to the center. Very nice. Yep, ancient ash. Definitely love holding on to this stuff right here for some reason. Probably because it's a few hundred years old to a few thousand. That's one thing about the Native American ash though. When I come across it, this thing weighs like 2 pounds right here. Not really, it just feels like it. But think about this. Talk about the most broad dating concept for these things. You have no idea how old it is unless you send it off to get it carbon dated. It could be 700 years old. It could be 7,000 years old. Kind of like the drills that we don't really find that often, like other people do. The Native American drills. Kind of like that. Where the age range is so broad. From paleo to modern era. That's so dense. Not even a root could grow through that like it did on this one. Love studying that though. But you got the bottom of the dishes, bottom of the pots. Need to be cleaned. That weighs a ton. That one still has some kind of design on it. Three bottoms. Well, take that back. 4 bottoms. Soapstone. Looks like a rock. And that's the side that I saw. But it's weird though. How did I even recognize what it was by looking at this side? I don't know. I just knew it. Heck yeah. Hope you enjoyed a little run-through video. I know it's kind of long, 18 minutes. But it beats one of my 1.5 hour videos. No, I don't know. That's up for debate. Let's go ahead and see what we can do this time. I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm talking about something else. Go ahead and put the Falcons back in the Super Bowl.